scientific terms, spirit is the potential inside you that gives rise to both the observer and the observed, and the whole process of observation.
Climate change is a hoax, something I've been saying for a long time.
No. Is it a hoax?
I think it is a hoax.
Basically, it's not correct that there is such a thing as biological sex, and I'm a historian of medicine. I can unpack that for you at great length if you want, but
I think God is better understood as a verb rather than a noun. God is not an asserted existence, but a process accomplishing itself, and God is inescapable.
It's gross. It's racist.
It's not. It's.
That to any practicing believer of any faith, his scripture is fact. So to Muslim, the Quran is fact, yeah?
You should step down! If that is what you think about being a pastor, you should step down! It is not about creating an intellectual space! It is not! Do you understand that? It's about creating a home here!
And everybody is holding essentially the same political view, then you have most people sharing kind of certain fundamental aspects of the worldview and assumptions. And, it's very easy for groupthink and sort of presumptions about how the world works to sort of seep in. And there's no one there motivated to challenge it.
In the English literature degree, which I just focused on English literature, it was a requirement of every single essay that some form of literary theory was used. You had the choice of feminism, post-colonialism, queer theory, Marxism, deconstruction, various different things, but one of those had to be used. It wasn't acceptable to take what they call a liberal humanist approach and look at the text straightforwardly and pick out themes from it. And there had to be some kind of ideological analysis, and the modernism module was a compulsory one. And
Now that optimism, right, about our basic value commitments and our prospects for peaceful and progressive solutions is also something that is fundamentally rejected by the postmoderns. What they replace that with is typically an idea that people are divided into groups, that those groups have very different identities that are in conflict with each other. But because we've rejected rational understanding fundamentally, the only way these groups are going to sort out their differences is going to be through at best contentious methods, or perhaps outright conflict and battle methods. And there's not going to be, so to speak, a progressive solution that's possible.
Inevitably, when you have different beliefs, philosophical, religious, political, they're going to clash. And I think free speech really is the antithesis of violence rather than the instigator of violence. It really allows human beings in complex, diverse societies to settle deeply held differences by peaceful means. If people agree that you don't have a right not to be offended, and you have a right to say what you want, provided that everyone else also has the same right.
Now, under the influence of the Enlightenment, many religions have changed. But you're right, among many people today, the politics of the left and the right have taken the place of religion, giving them a moral system, a set of saints and devils, reason for living, a way of having an opinion on all issues. And I do think it's a problem that people have become so identified with a political tribe, be it on the left, that they no longer are receptive to arguments and evidence on the particular issues that go into them.